Although there are many perks to choosing a nurse practitioner profession as your career, one of the downsides of becoming a nurse practitioner is the risk of being sued for malpractice. It's a daunting topic and nobody really likes to talk about it, including myself. But it's important to face the reality and learn how we can prepare for it in case if we get sued. In this episode, I will talk about malpractice insurance for nurse practitioners. Hi, I'm Miki Miura. I'm a family nurse practitioner in Hawaii. Malpractice insurance, also known as professional liability insurance, protects nurse practitioners like me and you and other clinicians from the costs related to malpractice claims. Many nurse practitioner students and new grad nurse practitioners may not be familiar with malpractice insurance, and this might be because it may not be common for registered nurses to have one. But when you start working as a nurse practitioner, you definitely need to know this. I am not a legal expert, but I will review what we should know about malpractice insurance for nurse practitioners from a clinician point of view. First question you might have is, can nurse practitioners get sued? And unfortunately, the answer is yes, we can. Becoming a nurse practitioner comes with many additional responsibilities, such as diagnosing conditions and prescribing medications. And because we take a greater role in decision-making in healthcare, we may have a higher chance of getting sued. Although we try to do our best to provide safe care to our patients, we are not perfect, and unfortunate situation may arise. Common malpractice claims against nurse practitioners include failure to diagnose or delay diagnosis, failure to order diagnostic testing, misinterpretation of diagnostic test results, and failure to treat. Many nurse practitioners practice for decades and decades without being sued, but it's important to prepare for possible malpractice lawsuits, whether you will be a sole defendant or a member of the defendant group. Next question you may have is, what is the average total cost of malpractice lawsuits against nurse practitioners? According to the report from the CNS and Nurses Service Organizations, the average total incurred of professional liability claims in 2022 was about $332,000. Neonatal specialty represented the highest average total incurred in both 2017 and 2022. But malpractice lawsuits can happen to any kind of nurse practitioners. The average total expense of professional liability claims in 2022 was $23,349. Another question you may have is, do we need malpractice insurance? Malpractice insurance requirements are different based on where you practice. But even if you practice in a state that doesn't mandate nurse practitioners to have malpractice insurance, I'd highly recommend getting malpractice insurance because the cost of malpractice lawsuits is exceedingly high. In case that occurred to you, and you may not want to suffer from bankruptcy. I hope you are enjoying this episode. Before we go back, I want to quickly mention that I'm giving a gift to you for listening to this episode. I'm giving a free PDF nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist. This checklist is full of questions that you're likely to be asked during job interviews as a nurse practitioner and some tips on how to prepare for them. With this downloadable PDF, you can prepare for interviews well so you feel confident and stand out from other candidates to get the job that you really want. To get this free PDF nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist, you can go to usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Again, usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Now, let's get back to the episode. You may wonder, how do nurse practitioners get malpractice insurance? It is a standard for employers to provide malpractice insurance to nurse practitioners who are employed at the practice. You can and should also get additional malpractice insurance on your own, because employer-provided policies may not cover lost wages, off-duty incidents, lawyer's fee related to a lawsuit, or a license board hearing. It's also important to note that the main intention of lawyers who are hired by your employers is to protect your employers and may not necessarily protect you as an individual clinician. It's also important to note that main intention of employers who are hired by your employers is to protect them and may not necessarily protect you as an individual clinician. This means that lawyers' best interest is not in you, but in employers who will pay them. So they may say that your employers had a safe protocol, but you, as an individual nurse practitioner, practice differently against their policy. Now, you may wonder, how much does it cost to defend nurse practitioners for their licenses? In addition to the main malpractice lawsuits, you may have to fight against allegations in license protected matters relating to those malpractice lawsuits. In 2022, the average cost of defending against allegations in license protected matters for nurse practitioners was $7,155. As I said, employer-provided policy may not provide employer's fee for licensing board hearings. So again, having malpractice insurance to cover these costs by getting your own malpractice insurance is very important. On top of that, about 43% of license board matters led to some type of board action against nurse practitioner's license. This means that not only you may have to lose some wages to prepare and attend court hearings, but you may also not be able to return to work fully as you did before, at least for some period of time after the lawsuits are settled. So you can expect that the whole process may cost you extra money. So now you may wonder, where can I get more information about malpractice insurance? I'm not sponsored by any insurance companies and have no particular recommendation, but you can go to the American Association of Nurse Practitioners website and get more information about malpractice insurance for nurse practitioners. I will put the link in the details section. I would also recommend attending lectures about malpractice lawsuits for nurse practitioners, so you know what to expect and can prepare ourselves to provide care with peace of mind. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments, questions, or requests for future episodes, please write down in the comment section. Alright, I'll see you in the next episode. Aloha!